Hey guys! So, congratulations might be in order. Why, you may ask? Well, if you're watching this video, chances are you're either thinking about or in the middle of planning your Walt Disney World vacation. And that's pretty awesome. But whether you're new to planning or you've planned your trips 100 times, sometimes you like to see someone else's tips on how they plan their videos. Well, if you do, then I suggest you keep on watching and I'll share with you how I plan my Walt Disney World vacations. Okay, so first things first, how to book it. Well, there's a couple different ways. You can either book it on your own, whether it's calling Walt Disney World, excuse me, or booking online, or going through a travel agent. Now, we always go through a travel agent just for peace of mind because, I don't know, I trust technology, but to a certain extent, right? So we always just go to our travel agent, we tell them everything that we want in our vacation, and she goes and she does it, and boom, it's done. So it's mainly for the peace of mind. Alright, when to go? Well, that is completely up to you. It might depend on when you can get your vacation because some employers give you a certain time, like construction holiday, that can be a time where you only can go, or maybe you have the freedom and flexibility to go whenever you want. My personal favorite time of year to go is during Halloween, or well, fall, basically. It tends to be a little quieter, at least it was when I went. I went before the Frozen outbreak happened, and so it was really quiet in October. But I also really enjoy Halloween, so that's why we tend to go in the fall. I've been in the summer, and I've kind of had it with going in the summer with the crowds and everything. It can get a bit crazy, and the heat too is really, I wouldn't say unbearable, but close to it in the summer. Also, if you're a little bit claustrophobic like I am, I don't recommend the summer or Christmas time or even spring break, sorry, just because it can be pretty crowded during those times of the year too. But if you were to come up to me on the street and ask me, hey Ashley, what's your favorite time of year to go to Walt Disney World? I would basically say any time I can go is magical enough for me. Well, this all depends on your budget and how long you want to stay at Walt Disney World for. If you're like us and you want to stay for as long as you possibly can, because you may not tend to be able to go to Walt Disney World every single year like other people, I would suggest a value resort. Just because they are on the cheaper side, they're extremely Disney too. I find they're more Disney than other hotels, but that's just my own personal opinion. But it allows you to stick to your budget, and you also get to stay at Disney World just a little bit longer. Granted, food costs can go a little high. The dining plan is a whole other video that I'm going to do for you guys, but we generally don't take the dining plan just because we usually split our meals between us. So we'll go to, say, Columbia Harbor House and we'll get a basket of chicken and we'll split it between us and just get an extra drink, and that'll do us for lunch. So we don't do the dining plan, but anyway, like I said, completely separate video. But basically, we prefer to stay at Walt Disney World longer and stay in a value resort. But if you like comfort, maybe stay for a week at Disney and stay at the Grand Floridian or something like that. It basically comes down to you and your budget and how long you think you can hack it at the parks. I usually go with my mom. We usually do like mother-daughter vacations, and we can go pretty long at Walt Disney World, mostly because we don't go every year. So, like I said, just look at your budget and look at the hotels. You can go to the Disney website. I'll link it in the description down below because it gives you all the descriptions of the hotels and I believe prices too, so it makes it just a little bit easier for you to pick your hotel. So if you're driving, you can just skip this step. Just fast forward or whatever. But if you guys are like me and you fly, this might be helpful to some of you. So if you're flying into Orlando International Airport, I highly recommend getting Disney's Magical Express. It's free. It's included in your vacation costs. And it gets you from the airport to your hotel and back again if you book it for the way back. Now I'm going to do an entire separate video on the Magical Express, so if you don't know much about it, stay tuned for that video. It is coming up in the next couple of months. But yeah, it's an amazing system. You get your tickets, or I mean, if you live in the US, you'll have your Magic Bands, but I think they don't ship the Magic Bands to Canada or anywhere else right now. So you'll get like a little booklet and your tags for your luggage. You put it on your luggage, and you don't have to stop at baggage claim when you get to Orlando International Airport, which is pretty awesome. You just go straight to the Magical Express section, get on the bus to your hotel, and your vacation's already started. You don't always have to check your bags with Magical Express, but we do, just it saves us that extra little step anyway. And also, if you're worried about getting from point A to point B while you're on vacation, Disney has bus services to and from the parks, from the hotel to the parks and back again, so you don't have to worry, and they're labeled clearly so you will not get lost. And even if you were to somehow get lost, it's pretty easy to find your way back because the cast members are so helpful. Also, if you're going to Universal Studios, you can book Mears Transportation, MEARS, and they are where the Magical Express bus pickup is too, so no worries there either. Now, this is where you kind of have to really know ahead of time what you're going to be doing, because there are 3 options and your base ticket. Now, the Magic Your Way base ticket is just that. It allows you to enter 1 park per day for your entire stay, so you can't go from park to park. But there is an option called Park Hopper option that you can add to basically park hop. You can have breakfast at the Magic Kingdom in the morning and then catch Finding Nemo the musical at Animal Kingdom in the afternoon. I highly recommend getting this option even if you're only going for a short stay, because it gives you the freedom to get to all of your favorite rides in one day and you're not worried about missing, you know, Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom because you don't have time to get to it. The other option is the Water Park Fun and More option or something like that. We don't really take this option because, like I said, our favorite time of year to go is the fall, and sometimes water parks can be closed for refurbishment during the off season, and the off season is basically any time it's not summer, I think. So that's something to consider if you do want to head to the water parks and you're going like in the off season. I would recommend calling Disney ahead of time before you book this option, just to make sure that the water parks are going to be open while you're there, because you don't want to get the option and then you can't go to the water parks because they're closed. But you can purchase the last option, which is no expiration. So just in case you're unsure whether the water parks are going to be open, whether it's unclear or not, or you're just booking like a year ahead of time, then I would recommend purchasing the no expiration. We don't get it because, like I said, we don't get the water park fun option because we don't do the water parks, and basically we stay for 2 weeks, so we don't need the no expiration because we use all of our park tickets in one day. Alright, so there you have it. That's the basics to planning your Walt Disney World vacation. I didn't touch on some subjects, like I touched a little bit on Magical Express and this and that. I also didn't mention staying on-site versus off-site because there are so many more perks to staying on-site versus off-site for hotels. But again, it's going to be a separate video to this one. I just wanted to give you guys the basics on how we plan our Walt Disney World vacation. So I really hope this video was helpful to some of you, and like I said in my first pilot video, if you guys want any more Disney magic in between videos here on this channel, my Facebook page is linked down below. So I hope I helped some of you, and until my next video guys, keep on Disney dreaming. Bye!